Hey everyone, Demos here. I'm out at one of my dark sky locations. We're gonna take a final look at Orion for the season, and I thought I'd try talking to you face to face. You guys, you know that I'm not I'm not comfortable doing that, but that's something we're gonna work on this year. 2025 is well underway. It's March 1st. We'll take a look back at last year in just a minute, but I wanted to take this time to thank you all personally for riding along with me on this ride. I learned a lot last year. I took some steps into photography that I hadn't done before, solar photography, getting prepared for the eclipse last year. I really jumped in on the aurora photography, and I plan to do that a lot more if conditions allow. We are at the peak of the solar cycle, but it does appear we're coming down on the backside of it, so we may have another good year. This year we'll just have to see. Sunspots right now don't look like they're getting any fewer. There's quite a few out there right now, big corona holes as well, but I think we'll just have to see. You know, I'll drop everything if there's a good storm, and we'll go. But again, I want to thank you guys for coming along with me on this craziness, especially the 5 or 6 of you that are consistently liking and following me. So you guys are the OGs. Thank you very much. I drove to the Badlands in South Dakota on New Year's, chasing the aurora and also Orion. That's a good journey from St. Louis, and I had a lot of time to sit and contemplate on what we're doing, where we're going. You know, had a good pity party because you know it's we're going on 2 years, and I was kind of hoping we'd be a little further along than we are, but you know that's just how it works. Big flock of birds. But then I realized, and this will probably sound cliche, but I realized that's not, you know, getting followers and all. That's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for me. I looked back at my portfolio from the last year, 2 years on where we went, what we did, and immediately I was right back in the driver's seat, reliving all those events that we did. You know, I did that, I saw that, I was there. And that's when it boils down to it. That's why I'm doing this, so I can come back in 20 years and look at it. My kids can follow along. So we're not going anywhere, you know, not enough followers, whatever. We're still going to truck along. We're going to do what we're going to keep on keeping on. And you know, this past year, I put down more data in this year alone than I did in 2020, 21, 22, and 23, all combined. I mean, that's a lot of pictures. Granted, most of them were, you know, 1,000 shots in a night just to get, you know, one picture. But that's a lot of work. And is it worth it? I think so. This year, I don't know what we're doing just yet. I'm gonna have to lay a little low this year. There's a big aviation strike coming up, potential strike coming up in August. The last one in October of last year. It went longer than we had anticipated. So we don't know. Who knows what's going to happen this fall? So I'm probably going to have to cut back just to survive the year. If we do end up going out. I do know that I will be back on the North Shore at least twice. One for the 50th anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald out of Split Rock. You guys know I'm obsessed with that place. I don't deny it. I'm sure you guys get tired of seeing it, but it's my place. I love it there. And then potentially we may have a star party in September. We're still looking into the logistics of that, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, we'll just have to wait and see, and hope the Cards have another banger of a year in store for us. So again, thank you guys for following along. I do appreciate it. Stick around. We're gonna play the recap of 2024 here next. Make sure you stay to the end to see why I called it the Year of Fire. Thanks, guys.